Before 2020 in New York, it was illegal to wear a mask in public because, well, you could be a criminal. The governor, Kathy Hochul, reversed that because it was better to wear a mask and save millions of lives. Now, after all the crime in New York committed by people wearing masks, New York is about to go in the other direction. Let's hope they keep their word and outgo the masks. I assume our viewers saw the masked thugs on the subways in New York City screaming to kick out any supporters of Israel off the trains. These are the same thugs, for want of a better word, that are showing up on the streets, attacking police with bottles, clubs, chairs, tear gas. These are the same thugs that are on the college campuses occupying the president's offices and the quad areas with their tents. They all wear masks because, well, they know that if identified, they will face consequences. I'm really excited that the political leadership in New York, almost all of which is Democrat, is suggesting laws saying masks in public like this will be illegal because people are wearing masks to keep their identities a secret as they commit these hellacious crimes. It's ironic, of course, that these are the same people that were shoving masks down everybody's throat for a couple of years because if you didn't wear a mask, everyone would die of COVID. Now, no one talks about COVID anymore, thank you. But the masks are still here, and these Democrats have turned against the masks. What do you think? Should they be banned?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a really interesting turn of events, isn't it? And it's only come about because New York City and other Democrat-run big cities also, we could name Washington, D.C., Chicago, Los Angeles, and more, only because these cities have reached such a level of lawlessness, of criminality, that even the usually Democrat supporting electorates of these cities are up in arms against those representatives and officials they themselves have elected time after time. But it's reaching a tipping point now. That instance on the subway is a good example, a tipping point where even ordinary local citizens have just had enough. And maybe, just maybe, now some of those elected officials, Governor Hochul among them, maybe, are beginning to be concerned about their own, not their citizens, no, not their streets or the welfare of their citizens, but their own electoral chances next time around.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York. She was the one that revoked the prohibition on wearing masks in public, which I believe was May 2020. Because Fauci and the CDC and various health officials in New York were demanding masks be worn. So they reversed the prohibition on masks. Now she wants to go back to the way it was before May of 2020 because it's encouraging criminality. It's interesting that when reporters on the street get confronted by these thugs in masks and keffiyehs covering everything but their eyes, and they say, "Show your face. We want our viewers to see you," almost every single one of these people says no and walks away because they know there would be a consequence and they don't believe apparently enough to take the masks off.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Barry. They do not want to stand up for actually what they're purportedly demonstrating in favor of, but they don't want anybody to see their faces doing that. But back to the elected officials again, too. They're like little corks bobbing on the stream wherever the current takes them, and that meaning the electorate and the next elections. That's where they're going to go. They don't have any firm fixed principles or integrity or even, it would seem, loyalty to their own people, their own electorate, their own citizens.
It's true. They're the modern Ku Klux Klan out on the streets committing hate crimes behind masks. It's time that stopped.